Welcome to the Clopen Effect, a retail podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us today. I'm your host, Meredith.
And I'm your host, Cass.
Let's have some fun.
And then I showed up like 3 minutes early.
Yeah.
That was pretty
You're
amazing.
like, I'm going to be late, LOL. And so I'm like, okay, well, I have 40 other things to do here to get ready for my 10 days off. And I was putting my out of office on, and then all of a sudden it said that someone was at the garage. I'm like, she is not here already. I haven't even finished my laundry. Just got up from a 5-minute nap.
I don't know how you take 5-minute naps.
I know. I was just like,
I just sleep.
my body started to get a little achy because I had too much. Yeah, you're yawning. We've had a busy week. You've had a very busy week.
I clocked out exactly 12 hours today.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, I know for other people, they're like, I work 12 hours every day. I don't.
No, not the way that we're working.
No,
this is different than what we.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of thinking and
It's
and
been kind of
moving
crazy.
And for me, it always exhausts me to work in a cooler or in a cold
Yes.
condition. I drive
Yes.
home and I'm freezing from being cold, but then my cheeks are red from the fans blowing on me,
Yeah.
or my fingertips, like you were just talking about how your fingertips.
Yeah, they're freezing.
Yeah. Your armpits are warm, so you got your hands
yeah.
underneath and your armpits to warm up. Oh
You're
my
like,
goodness.
superstar.
What made superstar? Smells like red meat. Thanks, TV.
No, you know, it
TDD.
smells like rotten chicken and rotten pork chops.
I have gotten very lucky. So if you haven't realized this yet, we've been on resets.
Reset season.
It's reset season, and I know we've talked about it every year times two. But
Yeah.
this time I'm actually involved, so it's fun. I
Shut up.
You know
you
what?
think
This
it's
is
fun
so
because
funny.
you aren't forced to do it every single day for 2 weeks and a day.
This is true. I did it for 3 days and think that I'm like some superstar. I mean, I did 3.5 resets ish.
I said yesterday was work with your best friend day, which it should have been today because we were fucked today.
Do you know?
Yesterday was like, oh, let's go help this other person because we're done and we have so
because
much
we're
time
so
left.
wonderful.
Today I walked it. So yesterday we had a 9-bay 4-deck.
Yep.
Okay.
In the meat department.
So that means there's 4 shelves and it's 9.
4-foot sections.
Is it 4 feet? It is 4 feet,
Yep.
isn't it?
Yep.
So today I walk in, it's a 5-deck, so 5 shelves, 12 bays.
Wow.
And I'm just like, oh, God. Then I get a phone call. We get strips that are planogrammed
Yeah.
with little pictures and UPCs that show you where everything goes, right? We've talked about this before. The newer guy, this poor guy, no strips at his store.
Oh, no.
And we know I've had to do this before and hand key in every UPC you're sitting there.
So how do you set it then? By the paper? Like
By the
old
paper.
fashioned?
Yeah.
Tape up the
You
paper?
print it out. Yep. You
Oh,
print out
man.
each 4-foot section. And of course, he's at one of my normal stores. So I'm like, oh, thank God the meat manager is on vacation, but I just know he's going to yell at me the next time he sees me. It's fucked.
What'd you do to my set?
It's fucked.
Yeah.
We are screwed if the big boss decides to walk into that store to look at it. We're
Oh,
screwed.
no.
Yeah.
You know what? You are so particular and specific that I highly doubt that, honestly.
Well-
you taught me some stuff yesterday, and I thought I knew it. I thought I was like,
Yeah.
I got this. You're like, no, you know what you got to do is this. I'm like, okay, whatever you say. Well, because you've been doing it for so many years.
I try to not be like that.
No, it was good.
Like I was working with the newer guy today,
yeah.
and I'm watching him. He never took down the old rails and tags, and I'm like, I can't work like this.
Oh,
you
start
know what
fresh.
I mean?
Start fresh.
Like there's these old tags sitting there, and I'm like looking at them instead of the planogram, and I'm like, I can't do this. I just started ripping the rails off. And he goes, well, do you want me to pull the tags? I go, I guarantee it'll be quicker for me to put new rails up.
Yeah,
Just
absolutely.
leave the tags there. And then the last 4-foot section, he's working on it. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll start putting up the tags that we have, this and that. And so then he kind of moved on and I ripped the rails off of that one. And then he goes, okay, I'll put these on.
Yeah.
And I'm like watching him and it hurts me.
Oh, no.
But I remember being that person.
Yes.
And thank God to our friend that retired. He's the one who taught me to pop those rails up. And like, he really did. I got to work with him like the first year that I did meet resets. And he set me up for success on that.
That's amazing.
You know? And I actually texted him because I bitch every year that this one product never fits in its spot.
Yeah.
And I texted him and I said, dude, it took you retiring
for
it to fit. Thank you. Thank you
for retiring.
Yeah. So it's like, I'm just like, try to be patient, you know, and like, let him do it. Let him figure it out, you know.
You have to. Because that's what the one that retired did for you, and that's what a couple people did for me. And well, actually, you showed me.
Yeah.
So we've come half circle now.
Yeah.
Because when I got back to this place of work, one of my first days was working with you. And now we're working again. We were working again yesterday. Yeah. No, I thought the past few days, I have to say, no problems whatsoever.
Yeah, I know. It's gone pretty smooth this year.
Knock on wood. We're knocking on a whole bunch of wood.
We still have a whole nother week of them. So, yeah, God. Oh, God, I hope it just, I hope it goes smooth.
a couple mornings in a row, I show up, and the meat manager has had the whole entire case cleaned out, washed down.
Completely
truly,
empty.
Like, no smell, completely empty. It was like, go ahead. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
You know, it was amazing.
It is amazing.
And every morning I texted the boss of this.
Yeah.
And I said, lucky.
Yeah.
And he even wrote back yesterday. He said, you lucky duck.
Yeah. Yeah, that has happened to me once, and you were there.
Yeah.
So you are the lucky one.
Was it meant to be that my week went great? I don't know.
I'm going to wheelchair you around next week. You're coming with.
Just to
I don't
watch.
care. You're coming with.
Just to be there, show up that it's all clean. Well, we had I had great managers. We had great managers yesterday, too. So you really can't complain.
Well, I'm laughing also today. I texted you and I told you because I had to go take a break.
Oh, yeah.
I'm halfway through this meat reset. The assistant store director walks up and I go, hey, how's it going? You know, and he's like, oh, you're doing the reset? And I go, yeah. And he starts looking at the shelves and taking pictures. And I was like, I'm not done with that side yet. And he goes, oh, no, that's okay. And then this kid comes over and he goes, he told me to start cleaning the shelves. I go, you're really not doing me any favors, bro. Like, and the shelves weren't bad. Like they, you know, there was a little bit of meat drip here and there.
That
but
happens though.
Yeah, you're gonna get that. You know, it's like you can clean them, and 5 seconds later, I'm gonna slap a package of meat there that's dripping. It's not, you know, it's gonna be there.
Right.
So I was just like, oh, dude, okay. I'm like, okay, you go ahead, you do what you got to do. I'm going to go take a break. I got to go potty anyways. I've been here for 4 hours already. I'm going to go potty, go have a cigarette. And I come back and he's gone. And I just started moving shit, you know, like this.
You.
And he comes back over. I go, you're done, right? And he's like, yeah, I guess. And I was like, go ahead. Bye-bye. Goodbye. I'm not being here all day.
I just take a roll of paper towels with me, and as I see it, I clean it up.
Right.
And I have to remind everyone, if they're like, oh, that's so gross, and that's why I don't shop. That's why there's bags. There's plastic bags. Because it just drips. It's not.
Drips.
It's not because 90% of the time, it's not because the store is dirty.
Right.
It's just the
When you have chicken on a slanted shelf,
that's what's gonna happen.
Okay, and all the juice runs towards the end of the package, it's gonna drip down the shelf.
Right.
Yeah, it's gross. That's what it is.
Right.
It is what it is. You know, if you don't like it, start hunting for your own food. Then you know where it came from.
Oh, man.
Anyways.
I know. We have to talk about it every time, though, because it is just such, you know, it makes me respect those that do resets all day, every day. There is companies out there that all they do is walk into a store and reset. I just saw them doing it in HBC, Health Beauty Care.
I would be like this. Yeah. I couldn't do it.
You'd be cutting.
Twice a year is enough for me, you know.
But there are people that do it and they love it. Some people are really good at it. I've watched a couple people. Like I just was mentioning the HBC. I was watching this woman put up these strips, boom, 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 and then now was she doing them right? I don't know, but I was impressed with how fast she was working.
Yeah.
So speaking of meat.
Oh,
one of the other bosses said, "Are you on meat resets all week?" And I just wrote back, "Meat."
That's all we ever talk about.
That's all we ever talk about. We asked everyone what their best sandwiches are,
You
what their
know,
favorite sandwiches
I
are.
told
and
you.
you were supposed to think about your
So,
favorite sandwich.
Listen. Last night you texted me and you were like, favorite sandwich. And I'm like, that's a hard one for
Was it
me.
just last night?
It was just last night.
It's only been 24 hours since I
Yeah.
texted that. It
Yeah.
feels like it was last week.
I know. But that is, and I said, I'll have to think about it and dream about it. What's my favorite sandwich?
Yeah. So what'd you dream about last night? Couldn't figure it out.
I don't remember. I slept like a
Like a
freaking
rock. I
log.
do that tonight too. Knowing tomorrow's Friday, just
I
get
know.
it done.
Just get through the day tomorrow. Anyways, one of my favorite sandwiches, Reuben.
Oh yeah.
I love
Used to be one of
Reubens.
mine as well.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
love Reubens. Do you consider a cheeseburger a sandwich?
You know, that's a great question.
That was another question I had.
Yeah, like
Because I really love cheeseburgers.
to me, sandwich is something that's layered.
Yeah.
So a burger would be a sandwich because
Yeah.
it's layered with whatever you put on
Uh-huh.
it. But I don't know.
Yeah.
We could
That's-
probably Google it.
Ask
What
the internet.
exactly is a sandwich? Let's
no,
find
you
out.
just say, is a cheeseburger a
Oh,
sandwich?
that's yeah. So it's typically made by placing ingredients like meat, cheese, vegetables,
Yeah.
spreads between two slices of bread.
Yeah.
And it can vary in structure. So you have the base, the filling, any other additions, and okay. So is a cheeseburger? Now we're gonna trick it. A sandwich. Let's see what it says. Yes,
Yeah.
a cheeseburger is
Okay.
considered a type of sandwich.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wonder how many people are gonna disagree.
Ooh.
We're gonna have to ask.
But what are you going to call it instead? What? It's just a
A
cheeseburger.
burger.
It's in its own
It's right. Is it in its own?
field, its own category.
I don't know.
Yeah.
we got our listeners thinking about that.
Because then I feel like in the UK, they call it a chicken burger, where it's like
okay.
a chicken, like a fried chicken patty,
okay.
you know?
So is their word sandwich burger then?
No.
Oh.
No, because there's very controversial conversation going on TikTok right now.
Oh.
Because this woman, again, from the UK somewhere, I don't know where. I
Okay.
hate to just put everybody. And you know what? Anyways, she put bread on butter with French fries, shredded cheese, ketchup, and mayo.
Oh.
A chip sandwich, a chip bubby or something they
yes.
call it. What's it called?
A buddy.
A buddy.
B-U-T-T-Y.
Yes. Yeah.
A popular term in the UK, often
Yeah.
used for sandwiches, especially ones with simple fillings like bacon, bacon buddy, or chips, chip buddy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Incredible. I just looked that up while you were talking.
Isn't that funny? Because she said, I'm going to make a chip buddy. And I was like, ooh, I love a peanut butter and jelly with potato chips on it. And I was like, what the fuck is that? That's French fries. But I always forget they call it fish and chips. It's French fries. We call them French fries. So, yeah.
A bap or barm? Has she said that
What?
on her
No,
thing?
uh-uh.
That refers to a type of soft bread roll that burgers
Oh.
or sandwiches can be served in.
Okay. She
So
just
we're gonna
had,
have to
like,
look that up
white
and find
bread.
out how we get that here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then a sarnie is an informal slang for a sandwich in general. So a
Oh,
sarnie.
A sarnie.
Yeah.
Where do they come?
Is that kind of like in the U.S. how we say sandwich? Sarnie?
Well,
sandwich?
I call it sandwich.
Sandwich. My mom says sandwich.
Yeah,
Like she says the whole
sandwich.
D, sandwich.
Yeah, I'm just like sandwich.
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 Some of the best sandwiches that have ever been made that people are probably pretty familiar with is the classic BLT.
Oh, delicious.
So I am that kind of person. I was just telling Julia this. When I find something that hits a taste bud,
Yeah.
I'll eat it almost every day until
Yeah.
I'm done with it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, well, it's just kind of like a grilled cheese or a BLT for me, or
Yeah.
a certain coffee. Like I did a cinnamon
Ooh.
dolce coffee for probably a year, and
Yeah.
then finally was like, no thanks. Like
done
I
with
can't
it.
even drink it anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
So a classic BLT, and that's what I've been doing lately.
Yeah.
The past few weeks, almost every night.
With bake not,
Bake not.
bake
yeah.
off.
Bake, yeah.
Instead of bake on,
Yeah.
it's bake off.
Morningstar is pretty good, actually.
Is it? Yeah.
Whatever they did it right, because I can bake it in the oven, and it has a different consistency, as they all do.
Have you seen the people that take the carrot peeler?
Absolutely not.
No? Can't
No.
do it?
No.
No.
I was going to try and explain
I actually
my thought on that,
thought
but
it looked pretty good. The way that one, oh God.
there's
what the
someone
hell
that
is
does
her name?
carrots with hot dogs, too. They make them look like hot dogs.
No.
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 But I feel like as long as it had the right taste, right? Like a smoky,
Yes,
salty.
because the texture I'm not too worried about.
Right.
It's the taste.
Because the way I saw one person make it, like she like air fried it. So it was, they were these crispy strips that she made a
Okay.
BLT with. And I was like, I could almost get on board with that.
Okay.
You know?
What kind of flavoring did she put on it?
I don't remember. I think she did some liquid smoke
Yeah.
on it.
Yes.
You know?
I'm certain that's what, I'm almost certain that's what like Morningstar
Yeah.
they do because the whole house smells like bacon.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like I can't tell if I'm making bacon for the family or for myself. So whatever they did,
Yeah.
the taste is right.
They did
now the
good.
consistency is a little bit different.
Is it
it's
like
just
chewy?
not at all. Like I
No.
bake it so it's crispy,
Crispy.
but it's still a little bit different.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. But it works.
yeah.
It gives
what
you
were
that
we
craving.
laughing about? Oh, I made a tuna
Everything?
casserole.
Oh.
And you go, did you eat it? And I go, well, I actually get this stuff off of Amazon called Tuno. And you're like,
It's too nah.
it's a tuna casserole.
Nah. And then we talked. I
that
talked
is
about
very
the tater
similar.
tot casserole,
Yes.
and I was like, I usually put ground beef in it, but you can just put. I don't even remember what
your
I
beef
said.
nah,
Nah.
your ground nas,
Nah.
my tuna casserole.
Too nah.
You know what made me, well, we're going to go back to this, but you know what made me feel good yesterday? You're like, because we were going to work together.
Yeah.
How do I get excited to go see someone I see all the time? And yet here we are laughing, giggling.
Oh God.
I had to go run to either Walgreens or CVS
Yes.
yesterday for double-sided. I'm going to walk, and you're like, you are not going to walk.
We're deep in the city. And I was like, I
was
don't even
totally
know.
fine.
I don't even know if this is like a safe neighborhood. I'm like, but it's pretty early in the morning. Like, she should be all right. And then I'm like, are you alive? I text you. You don't answer. And then next thing I know, you're right next to my face. I was like, oh, okay, you're alive.
I actually asked the cheese lady that I know there.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, what's closer, Walgreens or CVS? And she goes, CVS this way. She goes, actually, they're 2 blocks. I go, can I walk there? She goes, I wouldn't walk in this neighborhood. I'm like, all right. So I believed her. If she would have said, yeah, you're fine, go ahead, I would have done it.
Oh,
But-
so you did drive?
No, I definitely drove.
Oh,
Yeah.
See, I thought you walked.
No.
I thought you were back quick. You didn't even tell me that you drove. Because I was like, just drive. You're like, I'm not driving.
I didn't want to, but then I saw on the map that it was
Yeah.
a little bit more than 2 blocks.
Yeah.
I feel like there was quite a few lights.
Yeah.
So it was totally fine. But I wanted to get back so we could get
Yeah,
done and
yeah.
go help the other person.
Yeah.
So the next
Anyways.
sandwich on this list is grilled cheese.
I do like grilled cheese. I do not eat that too often, though.
Again, this is another one that I'll alternate with my BLTs.
Yeah.
I can have them out. You know, Culver's has them, Steak and Shake has them, or I can make them at home.
Yeah.
I love all of them.
Yeah. Do you have you ever tried putting mayo on the grill
I have
side?
not. I
No?
do. I'm more of a veggie person. Tomatoes, or my fake meat,
Yeah.
or like if I'm making it for someone that
Well,
likes meat, then we do
okay,
like turkey.
But you
or-
do butter on the outside, right?
Yes, correct. Not mayo.
You've never tried mayo?
No.
You should try it.
Even my fake mayo, my avocado mayo. I don't know. I'll have to try it. I'll
Well,
have
it's
to try it.
avocado oil, right?
Yeah, right.
So it
So it
should-
probably would be good.
I bet it's delicious.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
So what would you? Whoa. Oh, I
All
thought
right.
something was crawling on my leg, but it was my
Stop.
cord.
Stop.
Yeah, I'm a little bit jumpy because I saw an itty bitty cute little Mickey Mouse in my backyard after we cut down all the hostas, so I feel like he's in the house.
Sick.
I just jumped.
No.
Okay, that was just
Okay.
my cord hitting my ankle. What cheese do you use on your grilled cheese?
Probably processed cheese slices.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Or from the deli because that's healthier for
It's
me.
either it's one extreme or the other. It's either processed cheese slices or some really expensive, really good cheese.
Yes, like are you Gouda, Havarti?
I'll
Like,
do
what
any of it. Yeah,
Okay,
I love
okay.
cheese. Yeah.
Number 3 is Reuben, just like you said.
Love Reuben.
Remind everybody what that is because they're
Corn-
probably hungry.
Corned beef, sauerkraut, Thousand Island, Swiss cheese.
Yes.
Yeah.
On what kind of bread do you do?
Well, I love marble rye, but
Yeah.
just regular rye is fine too.
And do people sometimes do dark rye too, or no?
Dark rye, yeah.
Is that
Any kind of
pumpernickel?
rye.
Or? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
pumpernickel, I think people usually call it, yeah.
A Philly cheesesteak is on here.
I like that.
So what is that? Thinly sliced steak, melted provolone,
Yep.
or cheese whiz?
Yeah.
It says.
Oh, that's
I've never even
like-
heard of that.
That's
and
really
sauce.
from Philly.
That
yeah.
is okay.
Yeah.
Cheese whiz like in a can?
No, cheese whiz like in a jar, like Velveeta.
Oh wow!
I
Oh,
should
it's like a
not-
messy sandwich.
I shouldn't compare Velveeta and cheese whiz because people probably get mad about
Okay,
that.
okay, but you were
it's-
yeah
yeah,
describing
it's
it.
a
I
melty
get it.
yellow cheese.
Sauteed onions and peppers.
Yes.
Green peppers?
Yes.
Okay, and then in a hoagie roll?
Yep. And I like to
Okay.
add mushrooms. Johnny always gets jalapenos. If we go to Jersey Mike's, he adds jalapenos. Yeah, it's good.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So this one, I am going to absolutely chop this one up.
Okay.
I think it's called a croquet. How do you say that?
Well, I just say a croquet monsieur.
Thank you. Okay.
That is not.
It's a French classic with ham, Gruyere
Yes,
cheese,
yes.
or bechamel sauce,
Yes.
and bechamel sauce,
Yes.
toasted until golden brown.
Yes. I like Dijon mustard on mine too.
What kind of bread? It doesn't say here.
You know, it's a grilled sandwich, I believe. Probably
Sourdough
in
then?
France, they probably use a totally different bread, but I've seen it made just on like white bread.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. Wow. Sounds
Similar
good.
to a grilled cheese. You grill it on each side a couple times,
Wow.
you know. Yeah.
Okay. Caprese sandwich. Do you say caprese or caprese?
I say caprese.
So that's fresh mozzarella. Do you say mozzarella or mozzarella?
No, I say mozz.
Tomato, basil, and balsamic.
Yeah.
You know, I always forget the balsamic. I'm not going to lie.
Really?
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
balsamic.
Yeah, and that's on what? Ciabatta or a baguette or what do you
Yeah.
put that on?
You know what? I would not eat that on a sandwich. I would just eat
Oh, okay.
that. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've seen those in the stores too already made,
Right.
like the slices.
I would not, I would eat double the filling instead of having the bread with that.
Yes,
Because,
absolutely.
I love mozzarella
a little
cheese.
salt and pepper or no?
You could, but
You could.
the balsamic is
Okay.
salty.
Okay.
I feel like, you know.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is the original pulled pork sandwich.
Mmm.
Slow cooked pulled pork, barbecue
Yeah.
sauce, coleslaw.
Ooh.
That's the original pulled pork, maybe?
That's
We'll have
good.
to ask one of our friends that does
I'm
the
so
barbecue.
hungry.
I picked the wrong thing to talk about today.
That's okay.
On a soft bun for tangy and sweet, I guess.
We're having a sandwich tonight for dinner.
What do you-
Cheeseburger.
Are you perfect? The Cuban
Yep.
is
Cuban's
another
good.
one.
Yeah,
What is
yeah.
that? Roasted
Ham.
pork, ham, Swiss
Yeah.
cheese, pickles,
Yeah.
mustard, and a Cuban bread with
And
a
they
crunchy
panini press it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. A
yeah.
club sandwich.
I love club sandwiches.
I feel like okay. So is there like an original club, or is there like however you want to layer it?
Okay,
Club?
listen.
Yeah.
Do you know what club stands for?
Oh, go ahead.
Chicken and lettuce under bread.
Bread.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. I feel like it. Yes.
Is that what it is?
Here it just says it's a double-decker sandwich because I was going to ask if it was single or double, stacked
Yeah.
with turkey, bacon, lettuce, tomato, and mayo on toast.
Yeah.
But I feel like people can call a club anything. Like I've seen.
Well,
maybe
yeah.
not. Maybe not. No, because turkey, bacon, lettuce. I feel like people can add like ham or something, but that could be totally. I could be
Well,
wrong.
yeah, you can add pretty much anything you want to it, you know? So it's Oh, I lied.
What does it mean?
The term club sandwich is not an acronym, but rather a reference to the clubs where the sandwich is to believe to have originated.
Oh,
The Saratoga Clubhouse, the Union Club. It's made with 3 slices of bread, mayonnaise, lettuce, tomato, meat like turkey or chicken, and the third slice of bread provides stability so the ingredients don't squish.
Oh, I swear, it was like BLT. Like it was an acronym
Somebody
like that.
just made that up.
Interesting.
Chicken lettuce under bread.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was. What does club
Oh, wait.
stand for?
Cheese, lettuce under. No.
Chicken and lettuce under bacon.
Oh, under bacon. See, I knew it was something
Yeah.
else. Yeah.
I knew it. I didn't think that it would just be from
Yeah.
the clubs, but.
Chicken and lettuce under bacon, yeah.
So we're going to completely do a 180 because we have to stay with spooky
Ooh,
season.
spooker.
This section is dedicated to our friend Sarah from Two Chicks Talking Flicks. What's up, Sarah?
Hi,
she texted
Sarah.
me. Has it been last week already? Or maybe
Oh,
it was
God.
Monday. And she said, you know what you could talk about? Inappropriate costumes for work.
Oh.
And I was like, absolutely, we are doing that.
Okay, so all I picture is walking into the office as like a sexy officer.
Or like a Playboy bunny, right? The first thing that I think of, whether you're male, female, they, them, whatever, is that you walk into work with a leotard on.
Yeah.
I just never feel like, and I'm before we even start here, we're not body shaming.
No.
We're not. I don't want to see my workmates.
No.
All of their goodies.
Okay, but the year we dressed up as Will Ferrell's. You know who you are.
That thing was pinned up.
All right, we're not talking anymore about it.
Every time he had to use the bathroom, I had to unpin it. One of us did. No, seriously, that was fantastic.
That was good.
We should share all our different stuff.
So, you know what I mean? Like, it could be funny in a
It
leotard.
could be funny. And we were all but we were we're friends too. So I don't know. There's a thin line there.
But also, we did not wear those costumes to work.
Well, that's right. That's right.
We just wore them
We just
out.
worked together and then wore them. Yeah, wore them out. Wore them out.
Wore them out.
So, I'm going to quiz you. What do you think? So this kind of goes like 1 to 7 or so. And then there is like other ones that are more popular that people do wear to work.
Okay.
So first we're going to start with the inappropriate.
Okay.
And I feel like it's nothing wild. It's just kind of think HR, right?
Okay.
So 1 through 7, they gave us some ideas. Just Google.
I'm going to say anything when you go costume shopping, anything with the word sexy.
Okay.
Sexy schoolgirl, sexy nurse, sexy police officer.
Okay, so anything with the word sexy, don't do it.
No. That's a no.
Okay, so that is number 3 on here.
Okay.
Overly sexy or provocative costumes that are revealing.
Okay.
Or like, create you to be like a sexual attraction.
Right.
They might make colleagues uncomfortable. Some of them may not.
Some of them might enjoy it, but you probably don't want that attention.
Right. Or you might.
Maybe you do.
But maybe other people do not.
No.
Yeah, right? Knock it off. Just because it's the word vampire sexy in front of it doesn't.
I'm going to say don't dress up as your boss.
That is not on here. And I have seen a lot of that. Well, I guess that could fall under offensive or inappropriate if your boss would take offense.
I guess.
Right? Maybe? That's a great. I've seen it on TikTok where people show up as their boss and it's like the same shirt and pants.
Yeah.
Or the same scrubs or the same, anything like that. So
they got a mustache and like a bald bald cap.
So I guess you would have to read the room and know your boss, right?
Yeah, don't piss off your boss.
I find that I think our boss would think it was funny.
Our boss would probably think it was funny.
I think he would have a good laugh and he'd appreciate it.
Yeah.
Because we would do it out of appreciation for him.
Right.
And I think he knows that, but maybe...
I don't know how I would dress as our boss other than put on a button-up and slacks.
Absolutely. Absolutely. He's always got fancy, shiny shoes.
Yeah.
You could do that. Yeah, he's always very nice with like the sweaters and the shirts.
Yeah.
I would sweat.
Yeah.
He is a layering person, like with the nice
gross.
sweaters. And I would just be like, can we be done?
I wear a tank top under my shirt and I'm all sweaty. Like, I need to breathe.
Yeah. What else do you think is on this list? So we'll say that one would be under offensive. Maybe don't dress as your boss unless you are.
I was going to say, like, anything that's considered, like, racist.
Yep.
Or, against anybody's feelings.
Culturally insensitive costumes is number 2.
Yeah.
Don't mock other cultures.
Right.
Such as traditional attire worn as a costume should be avoided.
Yeah.
I mean, but you see it out in public.
Right.
We're just talking about in the workplace.
Yeah.
Be careful there.
Yeah.
Be careful. Unless you, I would say you don't even want, I was going to say you don't even want to like say a friend of ours and you switch cultures, you could still be offending other people outside that switch.
Yeah.
So I was going to say that, but don't do that.
Yeah.
At all. What do you think? What else
hard
is on there?
Because you're raised a certain way and then you're told not to think that way.
I know. Right? It's tough. It's tough for all of us, most of us.
I'm a boomer now. Stuck in my ways. No.
Aren't we all?
All right. What else? God, I don't know.
What's happening right now? What's all over what's happening right now? What's going to happen in November? What would
Election.
be political.
Yeah,
how about
don't
that?
be political at work.
No controversial figures. Controversial. I can't say that word.
I feel like
There's
we're
always a
going
word I
to
can't
see
say.
a lot of political.
Yes.
out
I mean, we
this year.
see it already just even in front of our faces on our phones, but it says to avoid costumes that represent political figures or maybe that's something that will stir up debates.
Yeah.
Because we know people are very open to share what they feel.
Right.
And, so even if you're doing it as a joke or if you're doing it because you're supporting.
At work, at the bar, at parties.
Again, different.
No politics, no religion.
Yeah.
Just leave it at home,
Yeah, I was going to say, or do it at a friend's house. Yeah. Don't do it at work. All right, we got 1, 2, and 3. What do you think the other ones are? Now think The next one would just be something that would offend, but in like a scary,
shocking
yeah,
way.
Yeah.
Don't be too scary.
Right. Violent, gory, like those words.
Well, you know what? I'm sorry. No, it's Halloween.
I mean, how many people were it?
Yeah.
You know, I saw a lot of people at work that had what was it? What's his name? The clown?
Pennywise.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Yeah. So many Pennywise.
You know, I saw some chick complain like, these people have their house. It's so scary. And there's like kids in this neighborhood. Get over it. It's Halloween. I'm sorry. I don't, now we're being offended because it's Halloween and somebody made their house look spooky. Isn't that the whole point of
I have
Halloween?
a skeleton on my front door, but nobody called the police on me.
No.
But yeah, it says violent or gory costumes. While some may enjoy horror-themed outfits, excessive blood, gore, costumes portraying violent characters can be off-putting.
All right.
Again, just work. But
all right. Fine.
I mean, maybe there's people out there that have nightmares. So don't dress up as Jason or she's shaking her head. It wouldn't bother Cass. So if you work with Cass, go ahead and dress up with all your blood and gore.
I used to have so many nightmares about Freddy Krueger.
Oh.
Do you think I get scared about Freddy Krueger anymore? I'm not going to watch the movies, but
I cannot walk down a hallway without turning. So I know I've said this before on this
podcast.
podcast. So I thought I was great and I was mature and I watched all the Freddy's.
Yeah.
Right? He's
Nightmare
with the hand.
on Elm Street.
Nightmare.
Yeah.
I couldn't sleep for years.
No.
And the way that our old house was set up was I had to walk upstairs and then go down a hallway to get to my room.
Yeah.
But my parents' bedroom was behind me. I know I've mentioned this before. And in the movie, one of the movies, he comes up behind the girl in the boiler room and goes around her.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times I would run up the stairs, look behind me, and kind of run backwards to make sure that no one was in my bedroom or my mom's bedroom to wrap around me.
Get you.
And I still go down a hallway and I have to look.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
In my nightmare, Freddy came out of the dryer and stabbed me in the belly with his knife hands.
I'm doing laundry tonight.
Yeah.
Thanks. I have to go do laundry after this.
I'm so sorry.
And sometimes I do it in the dark. I just kind of run down here.
No.
Yep. Nope.
Oh, no. How could you do that?
I just grab it and go run back upstairs, but not no more. Thanks.
We have, the sensor lights. So when you open up the basement door, the light pops on.
Oh, I need those.
Yeah, except when you're down there folding laundry and it turns off.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
No, listen, I was going to text you this. This is so funny. So we're doing these meat resets. So on Monday, I walk into the bathroom, no lights are on at a store.
Yeah.
And so they turn on for me.
And you start waving your arms.
Not even. I just was like, oh, and it smelled clean. So I was like, oh, no one has even used it yet this morning. It was 6:01, you know. And I go to sit down, the lights turn on. There's someone next to me.
Stop.
How long have they been sitting there that the lights went off on them?
That is crazy.
It was crazy. I went to go to the bathroom and I looked over, like, there's shoes there.
Oh,
I was like, whoa,
my God.
So, and then I was like, well, I wonder how long it takes for these lights to shut off. And I forgot to text you and you just reminded me now talking about
So then
that.
I would have just sat there too and waited for him to go off again just to see how long. No, I'm just joking. I could never. I could never do that.
I might try that though sometime. I'll let you know. I know what store I was at.
You're just like in there playing your game.
I'm sure that's what they were doing. Maybe taking a poop and on their phone and the lights shut off.
No.
But you would have to be in there for a good.
I bet it's 8 minutes or so.
Oh, I was thinking even 15 or 30.
Really?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, I mean, it was. It scared me. It probably scared them when the lights came on.
Did you like? Ooh, when you saw them, did you audibly make a noise?
I don't know if I did.
Or were you just like, oh my God?
I don't know what I did.
Oh God!
I just remember. I might have jumped.
Dude,
I might have jumped a little bit.
Talking about the bathroom, it was so hard for me not to laugh because I think farts are funny. Okay,
farts are funny.
Farts are so funny. And this lady next to me kept flushing the toilet and trying to like fart while the toilet was flushing, but
Polite
she just
of her.
Kept missing the mark.
Those stupid automatic ones,
like covering my mouth. And I'm like, let me just go wash my hands and turn on the air dryer so she can fart already.
There was a lady that was really quiet, not the same one. There was a lady really, really quiet in the stall, and I went to go wash my hands, and then I started running the dryer, and then you could hear her.
Oh,
like,
no.
She was just waiting
She
for
was
noise.
like, nobody will know now. And you're like, I heard that.
I just pray for noise when I'm in the bathroom.
Oh, God. Oh, it's so funny. Anyways.
Yeah, so...
What else do we got?
Well, let's see. We got political, insensitive,
Yes.
culturally over sexy or provocative, violent, offensive, and inappropriate humor. So we kind of mentioned that, like something that touches on disabilities, personal traits, serious issues, anything like that. Super.
Because I have a sick sense of humor.
If people are listening, they know that already,
I'm
so no worries.
Sorry.
Oh gosh. How about religious costumes?
Probably not at work.
Probably not at work. But every time we go out for Halloween, there's always a priest around with a hoe of a nun.
Well, I was thinking the one year it was really popular, and I was like, oh my God, I can't believe people are doing this. And it was like the priest had like a small child in front of them.
Oh no! I remember that. It's terrible. You put
Like,
your breath on your
well,
microphone.
I just pushed my eyeball on it and remembered I was wearing a lot of glitter today.
That's your microphone now. Oh wait, it has been for almost 4 years.
I would say definitely that one. Don't wear it to work.
Don't wear small children to work. That would be terrible.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe you really know your boss and he'll get a kick out of
I
it.
don't know about that.
HR probably will not like that one.
Yeah, don't be an HR nightmare,
Yeah.
folks, during
Yeah.
Halloween. And then the last one, which I was kind of surprised at because I feel like a lot of people dress up as, it says super casual or pajama costumes. Like I feel like a lot of people do the baby theme, like pigtails, sleepover. They bring their BB or blankets, whatever they call them.
Their BBs.
Their BBs, their blankets.
I feel like I was in 3rd grade the last time I did that.
Okay, maybe that's why. It could come across as unprofessional.
Yeah.
But
you know, it's like you come in your nightie.
yeah, that's true.
That crosses 2 categories.
That's true.
The super sexual and in your pajamas.
Yeah.
In your teddy. You got your teddy on.
Oh my gosh. Leave something to the imagination.
Oh, Lord.
I just aged myself by saying that. I don't think
That's
anybody
funny.
cares anymore.
No.
So how about some popular work appropriate costumes?
Oh, okay. Tell
So-
me what I should dress up
Right,
this year
yeah,
as.
right. Let me tell you what to do. No, you can do whatever you want. We're just kind of mentioning it. So it does mention classic movies or TV characters. Like you
Okay.
could get a group together to do Ghostbusters, The Addams Family,
Okay.
Harry Potter characters. I feel like that's a
Ooh, Harry
popular one.
Potter's a
Everybody,
good one. Yeah.
has a scar on their head. And of course, Marvel or DC.
Yeah.
Batman,
That's
Superman.
good, like group ones too. So if you work in a department, with 6 or 8 people, then you can do Harry Potter or
As
you
long
can
as
do
everyone agrees,
Marvel,
right?
or- yeah,
So
do it as a
again,
group thing.
Superman, Batman, they all wear tights. So, right?
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. I mean,
Maybe just like if you're gonna do Superman, find a pair of blue pants and a red sweater that you just stick.
oh, so not like an actual costume.
Right.
Because you want to still be professional.
Right.
Oh, okay.
you know.
Okay. Another one would be animals. So people do like black cats. Again, don't make them sexy. Lion or tiger, bunny or mouse, bumblebees or ladybugs.
Yeah.
So people do some animals like that. I feel like that's all bugs.
You know what I was
Oh, no,
thinking?
black cat, lion, tiger.
You know what I was just thinking would be a really easy office costume. Instead of Superman, you're Clark Kent. So you just wear your regular
Oh.
clothes and you wear glasses for the day.
Right.
I'm
right.
Clark Kent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody knows I'm Superman.
Haven't seen me and Superman in the same room.
There you go. That's what you are this year.
Yeah. You're welcome.
You're welcome. We decided for you.
Or how about profession-themed costumes? Now, obviously, this would be hard if you're in the profession, but a doctor, a nurse, a chef,
I was just going to say,
astronaut, pilot.
I'm a race car driver.
Right?
And they're like, but you really are a race car. I don't care. I'm just pretending today.
Right? I'm a meat resetter. Oh, damn it. I really am.
Oh, Lord.
And then classic Halloween costumes would be good, of course. Witch, vampire, pirate, skeleton.
Not vampire. That's too scary.
Is it simple and just a little bit of spooky without crossing boundaries? It even puts it in the notes.
Get out.
You can find all this in Google, by the way, if you need some ideas. Humorous or punny costumes.
Yeah.
Like Smarty Pants, serial killer.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
C-
that's
like
kind of-
Cereal.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay. Ceiling fan. Wear a shirt that says "Go Ceilings" for an office-friendly joke.
Because you're a fan of the ceiling.
Yeah.
Go ceilings.
Yeah.
Ceiling fan.
Didn't your sister send us "I'm
What did
under
she send
attack"?
us? I'm under attack.
And it was the stick figure actually
post-it.
on a
Yeah.
post-it under attack. She would be a punny person.
Yeah.
Pop culture icons like Barbie, Ken.
Yeah.
How many Barbies are we going to see this year in Ken's?
Yeah.
Ted Lasso.
I don't
Easy
know who
sports
that
coach
is.
costume.
Yeah.
And a Super Mario character. Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach.
Yeah, that was another good group one you could do.
I was once this. Historical figures. It says Cleopatra or Albert Einstein.
Yeah.
Rosie the Riveter.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
Rosie
cool.
the Riveter is a good one.
Yeah. Fantasy characters. You can do a fairy, like a light whimsical costume, a unicorn, a mermaid. Again, not tight stuff, though, because then we're going against what we just talked about, right? Why are they confusing us?
How are you
Come
going
on,
to be
Google.
a mermaid and not wear a seashell freaking bra?
How are you
going
to walk? How are you going to walk with your fin?
Well, if you work in an office, I'm just guessing these people work in an office and they just sit in a chair all day
So they just roll over to their chair?
with their boobs falling out of their
Oh,
seashell
yeah,
bra.
right.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
on now.
Get out of here.
Team or group costumes like M&M's, crayons.
Yeah.
Do you say crayon or crayons?
I say crayons.
crayons. Toy Story characters.
Yeah.
Super cute. And then, of course, seasonal costumes. It says pumpkin, scarecrow, leaf, tree,
Oh.
stuff like that.
Leaf.
So, leaf. Make like a leaf and what is it?
Make like a tree and
Oh,
leaf.
yeah.
That's what I would do. What's your
Someone-
costume? I'm a leaf because I'm going to make like a tree and leaf. And then I would leave work. Got to start drinking for the holidays.
What are you doing for Halloween this year?
Nothing.
Me neither.
Yeah.
For the first time in how many years? Besides you being sick, of
Well, apparently for the last 5 years, I do nothing.
course. And you're not sick this year. And everyone's going
Let's
out
not
Saturday
jinx
night. I'm sorry. Knock on wood again. Knock on wood again. Knock on wood again. Knock on wood again.
Okay.
Phew.
Yeah.
Well, I am the bummer, but that's okay.
That's okay.
If you're listening to this on Friday, send me good thoughts and positive vibes because I will be
Yeah.
going through surgery. I got 10 days off to
Yay.
recoup, and then I'll be back. We're still going to record, though.
We're going to record because
Yeah.
I'm going to come over and bother you. I
Absolutely.
can't go 10 days without seeing
We'll
you.
probably
Are
just
you
keep
crazy?
recording every night. No.
Yeah.
Is that your foot? Sorry, did I just
What?
kick you?
No.
Oh, I thought
What was
kicking you.
it?
I don't know. What is happening?
It's spooky
Spooky
season.
season. Oh, gosh.
Scary.
All right. Well, go eat a sandwich. Go dress up appropriately or not. Do whatever you want. We don't
Do
care.
whatever you want. Just send us a story
Be
afterwards.
free to be you and tag us in it. All right. Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Happy Halloween.
Yeah. Happy Halloween.